Well, howdy, folks. We're here on the Hardy Pavilion in Irving, Kentucky at the Kentucky Steam Heritage Corporation's facility and complex. Today, I would like to introduce probably one of our hardest working volunteers, Evan Peach. He has been with us quite a while, and he is our stellar volunteer coordinator. So Evan would like to have a conversation with you all about volunteer opportunities.
Thanks, Joe. So, one of the biggest challenges that we face being in the home that we love so much of Estill County is we struggle with our volunteer membership. And part of that has to do with the fact that we're in a very remote area, though it's one of the most beautiful areas of the United States, in my honest opinion.
I would also agree with that.
I smile every time I drive down here and see the mountains, once I come down from out of Richmond. And it's an amazing opportunity that we've been handed here. But one thing that I think is important that the people, not only in this area, but all over the country, because we have had volunteers come as far as New Mexico and California to help volunteer. The biggest thing that I want to tell those people that are on the fence about volunteering is, it does not matter where you are or the time that you have. What matters is that you're here. I don't mind if you come one time a year, if that's all you can afford, or if you come every weekend and help out and volunteer. Nobody gets greeted any different based on how often they are here or how often they can't be here, because life does happen. And that's one thing that I think strays people from volunteering is they treat this place like a job. Mm-hmm. And while it is important that you treat it like a job, especially in the preservation industry, where we face a lot of the challenges of virtually everything out here is trying to kill you on a day-to-day basis, it's important that we treat it with the respect that it deserves. So when we're on site, it's a job, but we like to have fun. And though you don't get paid, I also don't expect you to be here if you can't be here. If you tell me, hey, I can't make it this weekend, I'm going to tell you that's fine. I hope we see you next time. The other big thing that I think gets people kind of wrapped up in what we do is Kentucky Steam Heritage Corporation is a corporation, as Drayton and Darby have explained in many other videos. Kentucky Steam Heritage Corporation is an organization that reaches beyond the focus of rail preservation. So the things that we do here are not landlocked to trains only. If trains are your thing, by all means, come out and work on the trains. If your niche is wanting to run the trains, come on out. We do that too. If you like gardening, we have beautification projects all over the place all the time that need to be done. We've got a new 3.5 acre lawn that needs cared for. So if landscaping is your thing, come on out and do it. Event planning, administrative duties like bookkeeping, handling our finances, painting, construction, earth moving. The limits of this organization are set by the people that come here.
And really, to kind of build on that, Evan, railroading is all-inclusive in a lot of ways, but what we are is more than that. We are a community. We are here for community outreach and community and economic development. So we reach far beyond that. And every aspect that you can think of running like a state park or any type of event venue, those are the kind of opportunities that we need. And so the long and short of it is, regardless of what your skill set is, we will find something that you can help us work towards our goals.
And we want everybody that comes here to enjoy their experience here. My job as a volunteer coordinator is, I don't want to say I'm the boss of the volunteers, because I'm really not, but I'm somebody that the volunteers can come to if they need something. Ask questions. I'm thinking about wanting to try this. What do you think about it? Okay, let's get you going. Because one of my biggest beliefs with the folks that come here is, there's a famous quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Mm-hmm. And it says, treat a man as he is, and he'll remain as he is. Treat a man as he could be, and he'll become what he should be. And that's what I want to see in our volunteers, that they come here, is not only growth in the organization itself, but growth in the people that come to be a part of this family. And do the events that we do, and help these people expand their knowledge of things that they may know a lot about or barely know about.
Yeah, and I think that's a fantastic angle to have, because so often when we do these types of things, you know, it's always what can you give to the organization, but really what can the organization give back? And the opportunity to learn, while not necessarily a direct compensation, is something that I think that we as an organization can give you. The fact that you take these skills and you develop them here, I believe fully in what you said about the Emerson quote, and I think that that's a huge part of economic development, people development. Development is an important part of who we are and what we're going to do, because at the end of the day, to make a region better, you have to develop your people to be able to step forward and take on new responsibilities, roles, and opportunities.
That's right. And, you know, a lot of people, you know, probably need to know, really, you know, some of the things that we're looking at doing right now. We need folks that are electricians, machinists, welders, specialized skill trades that can come down here and help with a lot of the heavy mechanical work on the 2716 and the other locomotives we have, as well as the fully functional machine shop that we're preparing to have power to in, you know, the coming days at this point. But we also need people that don't mind getting their hands dirty. You know, maybe don't mind going out and just chit-chatting with the community and getting more outreach and networking done. You know, that's the beautiful part about this place that we have here that we call home, is there is no point where somebody comes here and volunteers and we say, no, I don't think we can use that skill set that you have, I'm sorry. We talk to those people and we say, that's a really interesting idea. Let's figure out a way how to put that to work. And I think that's what's so important, that really sets the bar for what Kentucky Steam Heritage Corporation has to offer to not only the community, but the people of this entire country that want to see this project be a success, is that willingness and openness to new ideas from anybody that walks through our door.
Yep, and I think that's a fantastic approach. Well, you know, thank you, Evan, for giving us insight into all of this, and I appreciate all the work that you've done as volunteer coordinator. For those of you watching, please like, share, and subscribe this video, and we'll see you next time around. Ciao.